Welcome back to Tap Tech, the place where we bring you the latest updates on upcoming devices and give you the details you need to know. If you're passionate about tech and want to stay ahead, make sure you stick around. When you hear about the Sony RX1R line, one word always comes to mind: compact power. Sony has a long history of creating cameras that push limits, and the RX1R series has always been special because it combines full-frame photography with a small body. Now, the upcoming Sony RX1R III is set to take that story further. It's shaping up to be one of the most exciting releases in Sony's lineup, especially for photographers who want professional quality in a portable package. The RX1R III is expected to launch in 2025, and anticipation is already high. Sony hasn't officially announced the exact release date yet, but industry whispers suggest we'll see it around the second half of the year. That timing makes sense since Sony usually refreshes its premium compact line after a big leap in sensor and processor technology. With the Alpha lineup moving fast, it feels like the right moment for the RX1R series to get its next upgrade. So what exactly makes the RX1R III worth waiting for? Let's start with the sensor. The previous RX1R II had a 42.4 megapixel full-frame sensor, which was impressive for its time. But now, Sony is expected to bring in a next-generation stacked CMOS sensor. Reports suggest it could land somewhere in the range of 61 megapixels, similar to the Alpha 7R V. That means ultra-high resolution, sharp details, and incredible dynamic range. For a camera this small, having that kind of power is jaw-dropping. And it doesn't stop at still photography. The RX1R III is also expected to make big moves in video. Unlike its predecessors, this new model may offer 8K video recording, alongside improved 4K with higher frame rates. That would make it far more versatile for creators who need both stunning photos and cinematic video. If true, that shift could finally make the RX1R series a serious contender for hybrid shooters. One of the main highlights of the RX1R line has always been the fixed lens. Sony has consistently used a 35mm f/2 Zeiss Sonnar lens, and it's likely the RX1R III will continue with that formula. The difference is that this time, we may see refinements in optical coatings, autofocus speed, and low-light performance. Imagine having the sharpness and color of Zeiss glass paired with Sony's latest sensor. It's a combination designed for photographers who value both artistry and convenience. Design-wise, Sony is not expected to completely reinvent the look of the RX1R III. It will likely stick to the minimalist, compact form factor that people love. But we may see small but meaningful tweaks. A higher resolution electronic viewfinder is almost certain. A brighter, sharper LCD with improved tilting or even full articulation could also be in the cards, since many creators today demand flexibility when framing shots. Autofocus is another area where big upgrades are expected. Sony has been leading the industry with AI-based subject recognition, real-time tracking, and eye autofocus. If those systems make it into the RX1R III, you'll get a compact camera that can keep up with the speed and precision of larger mirrorless models like the Alpha 7 IV or Alpha 1. For street photographers and travelers, that means capturing fleeting moments without missing focus. Battery life has always been a challenge in compact full-frame cameras. The RX1R II struggled with shorter shooting times. With the RX1R III, Sony will likely address this by adopting their newer Z-series battery, the same one used in the Alpha 7 line. That would significantly boost endurance and reduce one of the biggest complaints about the older models. Connectivity is another area where users will notice improvements. Expect Wi-Fi 6E or even Wi-Fi 7 support, making file transfers much faster. Sony may also include better USB-C support with faster charging and data speeds, alongside direct tethering options for professionals. These upgrades would make it much easier for creators to integrate the RX1R III into modern workflows. One exciting possibility is in-body image stabilization. the RX1R II didn't have IBIS, which limited its low-light and handheld performance. Adding a compact IBIS system to the RX1R III would be a huge step forward, letting photographers push shutter speed slower without blur. This could make a big difference for those shooting handheld in dim conditions or while traveling without a tripod. In terms of software, Sony is expected to bring features from its latest cameras. That means advanced color science, better noise reduction, and customizable shooting modes. We could also see improvements in menu navigation, which has been a long-requested change from Sony users. With a cleaner, more intuitive interface, using the RX1R III would be much smoother. Now, let's talk about pricing. The RX1R II launched at around $3,300, which placed it in the premium category. Considering the new sensor, video capabilities, and design improvements, the RX1R III will likely push closer to $3,800 or even $4,000 at launch. This is not a casual purchase, it's aimed at professionals and serious enthusiasts who want uncompromising quality in a portable form. For those who travel often, the RX1R III could be the ultimate companion. Imagine walking through a busy city, carrying a camera that slips into a jacket pocket but delivers the same kind of resolution and performance you'd expect from much larger gear. That's the appeal of the RX1R line, and with this third generation, Sony looks ready to take that vision to its peak. What makes this release even more exciting is the competition. We're in a time when Fujifilm, Leica, and even Canon are innovating in the premium compact space. The RX1R III will need to stand out with its unique mix of full-frame power, fixed-lens simplicity, and Sony's cutting-edge technology. And from everything we know so far, it's shaping up to do exactly that. If you've been waiting for a camera that balances ultimate image quality with true portability, the RX1R III might be the device that finally makes the dream real. It's not for everyone. It's expensive, and the fixed lens means less flexibility. But for those who see beauty in limitation, and who value carrying less gear without giving up performance, this camera could be a game changer. As always, the key will be in the final execution. Sony has all the pieces ready: the sensor, the processing power, the autofocus algorithms, and the design language. Bringing them together into a refined, compact camera will be the real test. If they succeed, the RX1R III will not just be an upgrade, it could become a classic. So as we look toward its expected 2025 release, the anticipation keeps growing. For photographers, videographers, and creators who want the best of both worlds, this may be one of the most exciting cameras of the year. That wraps up our deep look at the upcoming Sony RX1R III. It's shaping up to be one of Sony's most important releases, and we'll be watching closely to see how it performs once it arrives. You've been watching Tap Tech, where we bring you the latest updates on the gadgets that matter most. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to stay ahead of the curve. Until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.